That okay. All right. So what we're going to talk about tonight is the ultimate biohacker's guide to taking control of your own biology. Why LifeVantage for you? Let's go into it. Well, we have a new gig economy, and in today, you know, some of these things are not so self-explanatory. They're not so self-evident. Uber, it was a great way to earn a living prior to the new kind of things that are happening in the world. Same with Airbnb. Amazon and Facebook are obviously doing really well right now. Business has changed and it is changing and it will change again. And we need to be adaptable and facile, okay? Our bodies are constantly being hijacked. And by that, I mean being taken over by something outside itself and used for a destructive purpose. And for example, we're being hijacked physically, emotionally, biochemically through toxins, EMFs, allergens, etc. And then contrast that with biohacking, taking control of your own biology by optimizing your own genetic potential and becoming the best version of yourself using nutrigenomics, which is dealing with the research of how nutrients and natural compounds affect your gene expression. So we're going to watch a short video here. Oops, hold on. What happened? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Oh, sorry. Technical difficulties again. Well, never mind. We aren't going to watch a video. I don't know why that's not playing. But basically, when we breathe, we are oxidizing. That's what that video was saying. We are actually in LifeVantage covering many different multi-billion-dollar industries. The anti-aging industry, in fact, is a $300 billion industry. The skincare industry is a $121+ billion industry. Pet care is almost a $70 billion industry. Smart energy or nootropics, another $50 billion industry. And the weight loss industry is massive, $37 billion. So, oh my goodness. I don't know. These slides. Hold on just a second. Sorry. So many technical. If I can do this, anybody can do this. Okay. All right, back to it. Here we go. Sorry. So again, we're talking about multiple industries, and we have nutrigenomic activators that are involved in, again, skincare, pet care, brain health, smart weight management, just activated living, you know, dealing with all the stressors of our current environment. And we have been actually published in over 20 peer-reviewed journals. Many companies have quote unquote science. They have a scientist in the back room that they pay and he says, I concur with these findings. We actually have independently initiated and funded university published studies published in peer-reviewed journals. And some of these universities are Harvard, American Heart Association. It's not a university, but it's a health, medical association. National Institute on Aging, which is part of the National Institutes of Health, Virginia Commonwealth, Colorado State, University of Colorado, major universities. And we have 7 patents on the branded flagship product, Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, which has also appeared on the NBC Today show in an article in the Wall Street Journal, ABC News, PBS Health Quest, Dr. Phil, Montel Williams talked about it, Donny Osmond's talked about it. They've been sold since 2003. The investigative report aired by ABC Primetime in 2005 actually launched that flurry of independent research. And if you haven't seen that, go to Discover the Business of Biohacking. No, don't go there. Go to biohackandactivate.com to actually watch that news report and get the update. The product was sitting on the shelves at GNC and Rite Aid and CVS, but nobody really knew it was there. And if they saw it, they didn't know what it was or what it did. The clerk didn't know. It was sitting on a shelf next to vitamin C. And if you see 2 things on a shelf, one you know what it is and one you don't know what it is, which one are you going to buy, especially when the one that you know what it is less expensive. But here's the deal. Antioxidants are kind of like brick phones or phone cases are. We used to carry our phones in a baggie and put them in the car when the cell phone revolution came out. Now we carry them in our pocket. That's what activation is. And our company is actually at the forefront of biohacking and nutrigenomics in many countries, over 25 countries. We have a proven system, a laptop lifestyle with social sharing. You can run your business from your app, connect to your team. We've got Facebook groups, which you're probably already in addition to this one, and we can really do our business our way. If you look at network marketing, it has actually gone up every single year, and it's even bigger today. And when you're looking at a company, you really want to get in when the world really hasn't heard about it yet. Yes, you can make money in big companies like Amway or Tupperware, or Mary Kay, all these companies. Yes, you can, but you're really up here because they've already gone through the explosive growth of momentum. And so, yes, they'll continue to grow, but it's not at the same rate as a company that's really hitting its stride before the world actually knows about it. And that's where we are. We've got several ways you can get involved with products, and they are gold, silver, and platinum packs that come all with, corporate assets. The company sells, stocks, ships, does everything. We don't have to store anything, ship anything, sell anything. And I love that. And we do get paid weekly, up to 40% commission on everybody's new orders. And once you hit one of the lower ranks, one of the lowest premier ranks in our company, you actually get paid daily. And also, in addition to that, we get paid on the 15th of every month. We actually can share up to 4% of gross global revenue. Right now, the company's gross revenue is about a little under 250 million a year. And really, what does that mean? If you look at our income disclosure statement, the monthly average commission for the Pro 3 is over $550. It's even more now because this is an older one. Pro 5s make more than $2,500 a month. Pro 4s make more than $1,150 a month. Again, this is an old income disclosure statement, and you can actually find the income disclosure statement by going to lifevantage.com and scrolling down to the bottom, go to resources, and you'll see the income disclosure statement. Traditional business, you learn for 20 years, you earn for 40 to 50 years, and then you get the rest of your life to be free, right? And do what you want to do. With LifeVantage, we, still learn for 20 years, and then we earn and learn for a compressed period of time. We're sharing, we're learning, we're earning. And then once you get to a certain point, whether that's the $580 a month, the $260 a month, $1,100 a month, that gives you a little cushion to live your life. So I really love the fact that in today's economy, now more than ever, this adage of never depending on a single stream of income is so true. Really, you need to have multiple streams of income, whether that's a job and a side gig like LifeVantage and maybe some investments or real estate. But we definitely have to have multiple eggs in our basket. I love that our company gives back. We've got so many charities. We actually, our flagship charity is Families Helping Families. We build houses for needy families in and I'm going to say it wrong, in Mexico. And we've also given money, over $10,000 to needy families during this crisis. We've actually manufactured and provided hand sanitizer during this crisis. The company, when they realized that they were not spending money on events because of this shutdown, lockdown, they put more money into our distributor compensation. So it's really wonderful. LifeVantage is an amazing company. And I'm going to actually share a couple more things. We actually started with the business because this is Discover the Business of Biohacking. But let me go back and talk about some of the products, because you're all probably in the group Vitality for Life, Making the Most of You. And you've probably heard about oxidative stress. So I'm going to start here and just go into a little bit more of the science behind the products. That was a little brief overview of the business. But again, oxidative stress, we're hearing it all the time in the news today. With everything. Oxidative stress is at the root cause of inflammation, which is at the root cause of everything that goes wrong with fruits, vegetables, animals, and humans, right? Oxidative stress is what turns an apple brown or a banana brown. It damages our cells, our lipids, our proteins, our mitochondria, even our DNA. And it compounds. Not only we get it from eating food and breathing air, but we also have excessive oxidative stress because of the environment, herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, preservatives, food coloring, pollution in our air and water, EMF. It's just too much. And if you go to PubMed, you'll see over 225,000 studies on the damaging effects of oxidative stress. And previously, you could only take antioxidants, one and done. You take one antioxidant molecule, it neutralizes one free radical, you pee it out, and that's why urine is bright yellow when you're on antioxidants. But your actual own body produces so many more effective antioxidants. They're antioxidant enzymes versus direct antioxidants. Direct antioxidants do work. They help you create healthy tissues like cartilage and skin, collagen, but your own antioxidant enzymes are 1,000,000 to 1 versus 1 to 1. So which team do you want to be on? If you're not on Protandim, as you get older, you'll see this red line. From age 20 to age 80 on the x-axis and oxidative stress on the y-axis. As you get older, you have higher oxidative stress. But if you take one Protandim Nerf2 a day for 30 days, you can no longer distinguish the oxidative stress level of an 80-year-old from a 20-year-old. That completely eliminates the age-dependent increase in oxidative stress. So when those findings aired on ABC Primetime in 2005, everybody who was a researcher who was at home and saw that wanted to do their own independent studies on what this meant. It switched from retail to word of mouth in 2009, and it grew from less than 10 million to over $200 million a year. That ABC Primetime, if you haven't seen it, again, go to biohackerandactivate.com and watch it. You'll see John Canona's oxidative stress came down over 45% in just 12 and a half days, down to the level of a healthy newborn. And that's why all of these universities and institutions initiated and funded studies on our flagship product, not the ingredients, but the brand. Okay, and now there's all these studies, 26 plus peer-reviewed studies on PubMed, again, done by Harvard, Ohio State, Louisiana State, Virginia Commonwealth, Vanderbilt, etc. 7 US patents, 6 international patents we've been on, NBC, ABC, PBS, The Today Show, Dr. Phil, Wall Street Journal. And in 2015, Washington State University said that Nerf2, which is our pathway that we activate better than anything else, may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. You can see the results. These are mice from the same litter. On the left, they're having the direct antioxidant approach. You can see the gray hair and the dull coats. On the right, they're activated with our Nerf2 activator. They're shiny coats, no gray hair. They act and look like younger mice, even though they're the same age. Here's Oscar, before Nerf2. He's having trouble moving. Very stiff. He has a lot of oxidative stress. After Nerf2.
Oscar, hey man, come here, Oscar.
Move it a little better, less stiff.
Come here, man.
Okay, so he's moving better. Here's a pony. Moving a little stiff. And you can see after a few days here in a minute, he's moving a little better. And then after a few weeks, in a second, a few weeks, he's moving a little better. And then after a few months, he is moving even better. And he's older. I love that. There's an older pony moving more easily. Okay, so Nerf2 Synergizer helps benefit the body by detoxifying, reducing oxidative stress, producing enzymes that neutralize 1,000,000 free radicals, helping to regulate survival genes, and helping the body repair and rejuvenate its own cells. It's 5 ingredients that have been used for centuries. All plant ingredients, very, very natural and effective. But the second problem we have is with oxidative stress, we're damaging our mitochondria. They are the powerhouse of the cell. They are what makes ATP. They're what helps the body have energy to detoxify, and they're damaged from oxidative stress. If you look up mitochondrial dysfunction, you're going to find over 42,000 studies, and they increase every single year. NRF1 is the master regulator of mitochondrial biogenesis. And our NRF1 synergizer increases ATP, boosts mitochondrial production. It activates this protein that also helps reduce oxidative stress, because mitochondria are the source of oxidative stress since they're the source of energy. Again, 5 all-natural ingredients that you're probably taking anyway if you're interested in health. And the synergistic effect means it's way more effective. And our final pro-tandem is increasing sirtuin activity. And if you haven't heard about sirtuins, they are like the CEO of the cell. They're telling everyone else, all the other enzymes and proteins, where to go and what to do. And if you go to PubMed and look up sirtuins, you're going to find over 9,500 studies, again, increasing every year. If you look up NAD, that is a molecule that is the food for the NAD. That helps make ATP. And if without NAD, our sirtuin proteins don't work. Without NAD, we're dead in 30 seconds. It's that important. It actually was the reason that David Sinclair of Harvard was on Time Magazine's 100 Most Influential People list, because he said that NAD is the closest we've gotten to the fountain of youth. All right. They said that also, let me go back one. When you increase NAD in mice, it causes them to look and act younger and live a lot longer than expected. And when they actually looked at the mice, they couldn't tell the difference between an old mouse and a baby mouse. Here's another example. This mouse on the left has had his NAD upped, and the mouse on the right is a normal mouse. They're both the same age, and you'll see the mouse on the right kind of stop and go, let me off the treadmill. Meanwhile, the mouse on the left actually broke the treadmill, ran farther than the treadmill was programmed to go. Watch this.
And 50% further, but actually some of them ran so far that the machine, the little treadmill, stopped working. And we had to reprogram the software because this program had never seen a mouse that ran more than 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers for a mouse.
For an old mouse, they outran the young mice.
I love that. The old mice outran the young mice. So our NAD synergizer is 4 all-natural products: wasabi, olive leaf extract, theacrine, which is from a tea, a cuprous niacin. It supports healthy longevity. It's autophagy, which is the recycling of damaged and dead parts, basically. Improves your mental focus and concentration, positive mood and motivation, and mental and physical energy. When you take precursors, which are like the building blocks of sirtuins, of NAD, you can increase your NAD by 2% in 24 hours. Well, you can do better than that if you do a long-term calorie restriction. Long-term calorie restriction, which I'm talking about 700 calories a day. And who wants to just eat 700 calories a day? Not me. But if you did, you'd boost your sirtuin and NAD by 94%. But taking just 2 NAD synergizers increases your sirtuins and NAD by 100% in 24 hours. That's game-changing. My son said, you have a product that's 50 times more effective than True Niagen. You've got the holy grail, and I agree. So we've got the tri-synergizer. Pro-tandem NRF2 is like the cleanup crew, firefighters, and sanitation department. NRF1 is like your energy producer, your powerhouse, and NAD is like your chief executive officer, kind of like mom. They each work independently on their own by impacting the expression of their target genes. Nutrigenomics, they are nutrients that are affecting gene expression. Pro-tandem NRF2 does 40 and 50% respectively for its genes, NRF1 64 and 69%, and NAD by 12%. But when you combine them with the tri-synergizer, there's a massively synergistic effect of the 3 together versus the each by themselves. We also have a NRF2 activation specifically targeting the brain, and you can see the difference in just 1 week in the accuracy and the neatness of the handwriting. Here's a brain scan showing areas of abnormally high activity in the frontal lobes, and after 2 weeks of NRF1, NRF2, and Axio, everything's normal, all green, just normal brain activity. So what if you could feel like you're supposed to and used to feel, sleep better, had more mental energy, clarity, focus, had fewer crashes throughout the day, consistent, amazing mood, and felt confident in your body's cellular protection? What if that showed? That goodness on the inside showed on the outside? Well, it does. Here's a lady that started activating her cells on the inside and then topically activating NRF2. She actually was scheduled to have this excess skin removed. She canceled her surgery. Her eyes look way more open, right? Her skin looks healthier, has a healthier glow. This lady had loose skins, deep lines, just sagging skin around her chin. 61 days later, you can see a significant difference. Here are several other examples of people who, prior to activation, didn't look very healthy or as healthy, and after activation look way more healthy. I love this marionette line. Before and after 2 months. It's about half as long and a quarter as deep. This epicanthal fold and these crow's feet, much reduced after 60 days. 88 women in this study, 94% of them would recommend it to a friend. And animals benefit too. You've seen Oscar, you've seen the mice, you've seen lots of things. Here's a pony. Prior to activation, it just kind of looks down, and after activation, he just looks more sprightly. I love this horse. This is Rye, my friend's daughter's horse. In July, he's 18 years old. Okay, in August, he's still 18 years old. In December, he's 18 years young. And 2 years later, he's 20 years young. How about that? That is activation. Look at the muscle and the shine. This horse went from just kind of I don't know, not very handsome to gorgeous. A lot of dogs show the difference. Here's a sister and brother, same litter, same age. This sister looks stressed, anxious, gray hair. Brother looks chill, no gray hair. His brother is gray hair, less gray hair. Irritation in the belly, not. Lot of obvious examples of the benefits of activation. And that doesn't end at your insides. You can put it on your scalp, and your scalp becomes healthier, your hair becomes thicker or shinier, more manageable, new hair growth is just incredible. This is Josephine. She had a little wideness of her part that she didn't even realize was there, and after 6 weeks, you can see it's less wide, and after 7 months, you can't even see her part. It's nowhere to be found. This is Jean. His hair just gets more thick and coverage. This little young lady had a little bit more scalp showing than she really wanted to. And it really does help to activate NRF2. The other thing is we actually take care of the gut. Our probiotic is 15 times more bioavailable than most because it doesn't get released in the stomach where 96% of other probiotics are killed. We actually have a wonderful prebiotic that feeds the good bacteria. And all of these things together with our fat burn and our clean green protein cause a significant amount of belly fat loss. And these people are really happy. So again, back to the business, you get paid weekly. Once you hit Pro 3, which is one of our early ranks, you get paid daily, plus you get paid every month on the 15th. And it's the perfect meld. Laptop lifestyle, social sharing, no physical locations, assets, or inventory. Everybody has an online shopping portal, just like the one that you have used to get your products from the person that brought you here. Here's a more up-to-date income disclosure. Pro 3s make $600 plus a month. Pro 4s, $1,400 plus. Pro 5s, over $3,000. Pro 2s make almost $250 a month. So we have a lot of fun too, whether in person or online. We have a lot of fun. And I love that we get all of these messages every single day of lives changed. And we have the most amazing corporate team. Aaron Brockovich is on our board of directors. The company sends us on amazing trips. You can earn these trips. We're going to go to Maui in December and lots more places in the future. So thank you so much.